What's going on, Louis Squad? It's your boy D. Louis coming at you with part 2 of Nuke's Top 5. You already know if you're watching this to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and click that bell to get notified when I drop a new video. Let's dive right back into it.
If you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukes.5@gmail.com. The Haunted Ancient Ram Inn. With a past as dark as the Ancient Ram Inn, it's not surprising that it is said to be the most haunted building in all of England. The mysterious inn was built way back in the year 1145 on top of a pagan burial ground, and it served as the home to slaves, masons, and workers. In the 1500s, a woman hid out in the building before she was captured and burned as a witch. Years later, the innkeeper's daughter is said to have hung herself in the attic. And as if all that wasn't creepy enough, the decaying remains of sacrificed children were found buried under the inn's floor. The Ancient Ram Inn is said to be so violently haunted that when the building was sold to John Humphreys in 1968, his wife and daughters absolutely refused to live there. They moved out, leaving John Humphreys all alone to live in the house. So, British paranormal investigators Sean Kenna, Sean Owen, and Carl Hassel from the YouTube channel Dark Territory traveled to the haunted inn to investigate the multiple claims of paranormal activity. During their investigation, they hear bizarre, unexplained sounds, and Sean feels something touching his leg.
Already, as soon as we were about to begin filming the investigation, something draws our attention upstairs.
This dude sounds weird.
Sounded like you rolled a barrel, or did you work at the inn?
Dude, upstairs.
Go. Yeah, I just heard what sounded like movement up here. Is this where you are? Are you the witch? They call this room the witch's room, so we only assume that you, the witch, you're felt in here.
Did anyone hear the voice a second ago before you said you're felt in here?
No. Witch, you're felt in here. Witch, you're felt in here.
I don't know if it's a voice or it was like a cat.
Yeah.
No warnings whatsoever.
Did you used to sleep in this bed, witch?
I'll tell you, this is the...
What the
That was
fuck?
not on my leg, man! Someone was on my leg!
Jesus Christ, bro!
Touch me leg!
Later, Sean
Someone
Kenna
touched me leg!
and Sean Owen are exploring on the second floor. Things get even stranger.
What little room are you hiding in? Come on, show yourself. I'm sure you're not afraid of me and Owen.
Guys, the door is open.
A door to the attic opens on its own, and the team can't find any explanation for this strange occurrence. There was no draft, and the team had been walking back and forth past the door many times without it making any movement whatsoever. Now, since it has always been said that dark spirits and entities supposedly, quote, feed off fear, the team decides to do an experiment to see if the emotion of fear will trigger even more paranormal activity.
So you want
So
to
they
stir it
tie
up
up and
even more?
blindfold team member Carl and put him in one of the beds in the bishop's room. This room is said to be the most supernaturally active. At
Why they gotta
first,
do my mans like that,
nothing
though?
really happens, and as time passes, Carl seems to grow more and more impatient. But then, things take a terrifying turn.
Someone's touched my leg. Someone's touching my leg, bro!
Something's out there.
Are you around me now? You make a sound. What the was that, bro?
What, man?
This something's just fallen off here.
Who's that? Touch me, man! What the f?
Something's wrong with Carl. He's obviously
Holy
free.
shit, man.
We need to go.
You get me the f out of here now, Joe! Bro, I just... Seriously, someone's just whacked me, no joke. I heard something being thrown or something, and I was like, come on, and then someone just whacked me, no joke, as if someone's just punched me in the chest. Me.
Carl begins to freak out as he feels something touching his leg. A candle then falls onto the floor, but scariest of all, something unseen slaps Carl on the chest. The violent smack is actually loud enough that the audio can be heard on camera.
I heard that shit.
And with that, Carl is done. In abject terror, he frantically struggles his way out of the rope binding his legs and wrists. So
Getting
did the
the fuck
paranormal
up out of
investigators capture proof of the sinister ghosts that haunt the ancient Ram Inn? Let me know what you think. You can watch this full video and many more investigations of haunted English locations over on the YouTube channel, Dark Territory. The House of the Burned Man. Popular Mexican paranormal investigator Alberto Del Arco travels to a mansion in Manzanillo, Mexico. The massive hillside estate has been mysteriously abandoned for over 35 years, and it looks more like a hotel than a home. It features a pool, a spa area, and an amazing view of the ocean. So no one really knows why such a luxurious home would be abandoned for over 3 decades. However, urban legend says that one of the home's previous tenants perished in a mysterious fire inside the house. Because of this, locals refer to the estate as the quote, House of the Burned Man. The entire property is said to be extremely haunted. Once Alberto and his 2 cameramen make their way inside, they find the home's design a bit confusing.
Todavía no le encuentro la forma a esta casa. Aquí está cerrado, aquí ya no hay más. No, todavía existen. Atrás, güey, atrás. ¿No fue un animal? ¿Algún ave? Ok, pero eso vino de este lado. ¿Se oyó claro? Madres. ¿Fuiste tú ahorita que pisaste? Sí. ¿O no? Sí. ¿Sí? Se oyó muy hueco, cuidado, sí, retumbó todo. No se nos vaya a caer encima parte de esta propiedad, porque sí se ve que está muy dañada. Mira, ven. Ven a ver esto.
What the fuck was that?
Sí. Casi me estrella en la cara, güey, ¿lo viste? Su madre.
While exploring the strangely constructed mansion, the team hears what sounds like a child's voice, followed by the sound of a breath. Even though the unexplained sounds are barely picked up by their microphones, the 3 explorers all seem to hear it very clearly.
What the fuck?
Next, Alberto has a frightening close encounter with a bat.
Oh,
and
it was
after
a bat.
that, the team just decides to continue their investigation outside.
It was just a
as
fucking
they check out
bat.
the other buildings on the sprawling estate.
Hola. No sé, güey, como que arrastraron algo. Buenas noches. No creo que haya indigentes viviendo aquí, la verdad. Uy, está enorme este lugar. Atrás, aquí. Eso fue aquí. Con cuidado. Puede haber animales,
Alberto and his team hear strange sounds coming from inside some of the buildings. It sounds almost like something heavy being dragged across the floor. Since the hillside the mansion sits on is almost impossible to access, Alberto thinks it would be unlikely that any homeless people could be living there. Instead, he believes that all of the sounds that he is hearing could simply be made by animals. But even though Alberto is very skeptical, what happens next is not so easy to explain.
Wait.
¿Qué pasó, güey? ¿Qué pasó? Ay, güey, a mí se me hizo ver a alguien acá. ¿Allá? ¿Dónde?
Wait.
¿Dónde? ¿Dónde? ¿No habrá sido una sombra? ¿No habrá sido algún árbol? ¿Alguna rama? ¿Lo habrá trabado o no? ¿Sí? Ok, habrá que revisar ese material.
Alberto's cameraman captures what appears to be a white translucent figure on
Yeah,
camera.
okay.
A little
I seen
later into
that.
their
I seen that.
investigation, and they capture something again.
Ya hay más escaleras que van hacia abajo,
The fuck?
Cuidado.
Fucking
Mucho
bat.
murciélago. ¿Todo bien? ¿Qué hay allá? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Todo bien? Ay, qué bonito. ¿Dónde? Oh, hijo de tu ¿Dónde, güey? ¿No son los murciélagos? Huele muy mal. Huele muy, muy mal.
Bats come flying out towards the cameraman, but it's not a bat that spooks him. A bizarrely shaped shadow seems to be staring back at him from just inside one of the rooms. They go to check it out, but there's nothing there.
I didn't even catch
The figure
that.
has vanished, leaving nothing behind but a very foul stench. Before long, the echoing sound of a raging party being celebrated somewhere nearby starts to make it impossible for them to capture clear, uninterrupted audio. Alberto and his team have no choice but to wrap up their
Damn
investigation.
kids.
However, right before they
Motherfuckers.
leave, they capture something truly chilling.
Ok. Con cuidado. Ok, ¿les parece si bajamos? Digo, aquí no hay más que una pequeña explanada. No está tan espectacular como la de arriba.
What was that supposed to be?
Pero se me hace curioso que esté este piso, ¿no?
At the time they recorded this, the team says that they were completely unaware that someone or something seemed to be watching them from the tree line. They catch an unexplained figure on camera, just barely visible in the dark. So, did Alberto Del Arco and his two cameramen capture evidence of paranormal activity
all
at the
that.
mansion? Is it possible that the ghost of the burned man, who the house is
Bruh. Like, you can see his face, or it, or whatever the fuck it is, its face right there.
named after,
Shit.
was watching them? Let me know what you think.
Ooh.
You can watch this full video over on the YouTube channel, Alberto Del Arco. Just passing through. Paranormal investigators beyond the realm paranormal investigate the Alton Railway Station in Staffordshire, England. The old train station was built in 1849 and it was eventually closed down in 1965. So, after over 100 years of travelers and workers passing through the station, it is now believed to be extremely haunted by the ghosts of deceased passengers and railway workers. The 5 investigators set up motion detectors on the platform close to what used to be the railway track. They start recording, and what they capture is truly bizarre.
So that's just next setting off the motion detector. It only goes off when something walks in front of it. There you go. Straight after it's followed you.
I'm going to do it one more time for you. I want you to follow me exactly where I come from.
Wow.
The Alton Bridge Hotel. Remember?
We need to do that. No.
When lead investigator Nick walks back and forth setting off the motion detector, something seems to follow him.
Well, shit. There you have it for part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next one.